Hi, my name is.
Oh. Okay.
Good. Hi, my name is Brescia.
And my name is Shaquita,
And welcome to Searching for Freedom. So today, you guys, I'm sure you see the title is It's a Heart Issue. And that's just what we want to dive more deep into today. Quita?
Yeah.
Are you under the bus?
Oh, normally you go to talking. Now it's a heart issue, and you pass the mic to me.
I just want to hear your heart.
Sure you do. I know for me, what I've been going through the past few weeks, we came to the revelation today that it's a heart issue. And I say that because, you know, I've been walking with God. And whatever, I've been walking with God, you know, been intentional about going through different healing processes with Him, allowing Him to do His work in me, whatever that may look like, through accountability, community, one-on-one time with Him, getting up early in the morning, checking in with God, just all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. And even though I'm doing all of that, something that I've been dealing with in the past came back up again. Yeah. It came back up again, and I tried to. From the past, I knew, well, you don't bury it, you don't slide it up under the rug, you address it. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going in my closet and I'm addressing it with God.
Mm-hmm. Head
on. God, this has come back up again. I'm talking about it with Him. I'm just, you know, me and God, we doing relationship. This is what we're doing. You checking in on me. Hey, you good? You okay? Yeah, good. I'm good. I'm just so purpose driven right now. You know, everything is good. I'm just so grateful. I've given my singleness to God. So I'm good now. I've shifted gears and I'm more purpose driven. But just recently, I took off work, so there was no distractions, no busy work, nothing to hide what I tried to, I guess you could say, pray away, right? I tried to, it's an issue. Let me pray it away, right? So, you know, I'm good, I'm purpose driven, but it started intensifying. It would not go away no matter how many times I prayed it away, no matter how many times I met with God, no matter how many times I journaled, it just would not go away. And so, let's see, where do I go with it? So, I just found myself, you know, now I'm getting more anxious now because what I'm doing is, to me, it's not working. It's not working. But God, He put it in my heart. He said, you know, you need help. You need help. You need accountability. Talk about it. You need help. And I know you guys probably thinking, well, you and Bree should talk about everything else. Why didn't you bring this to her, that accountability? And that's where I went wrong at. The lie I believed was, it's not a big deal. I got it, you know. But that was far from the truth until God it was like a burden on my heart. It was like, you need to tell her, you need to talk to her, you need to let her know what's going on. You need to let somebody know. Because at this point, whoever asked me how I was doing, they was going to get it. It was going to get the struggle I've been going through. That's how bad it was till, I'm going to be honest, till today. I came over and it was like I just erupted. I was a mess, you know. And I told Brescia, I said, you know, I messed up when I thought that I had a handle on this, and I didn't tell her the truth. Like, I told her enough about the situation. I told her just enough. So she wouldn't ask questions. But then God brought it to me like, who was watching your blind side? Nobody. If something had gone down, who would have been watching your blind side?
Right. And like, we were just talking about it. We're just thinking like how often it's like we don't want to be meticulous, where it's just like, okay, we're doing X, Y, Z, and sometimes it can be, okay, I'm checking the boxes. And it's like, I know that when I'm going through this situation, I need to bring it to God. I need to pray to Him, and I need to bring it to Him first, because He's the main one, the main opinion that I need to be concerned about. But we realize that, like, in those moments where it's just like, okay, God, I'm bringing this to you. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm doing. Like, we're doing all of those things, but sometimes we're so busy allowing him, or thinking that we're allowing him to get to what's going on because we're just praying to him about it, but we're not allowing him to really get to the root of what's going on. Like, it's not just, okay, you need to come to me and pray about it and just keep it moving and think that everything's going to be okay. Like, it's a heart issue. I need to get to what's really going on and allow you to have freedom from that. And I feel like that's another thing that we have to keep learning over and over again, because like, we've had conversations like this before. It's just like, we understand that God needs to get to the root of it. But sometimes we can get so in the emotion where it's just like, okay, God, like, I want to bring this to your feet. Like, this is what's going on. I want to bring this to you, instead of just sitting there and allowing him to really dwell in it and get to the root of what's going on, what that heart issue really is.
Now let's talk about your heart issue.
Ooh. With me, it's more of realizing these cycles that Satan just keeps trying to bring me in. And like, shoot, I didn't even tell you this, but like the other night, like when I allowed God to really just dwell in that place, and it's just like, okay, that, you know, the song by Jonathan McReynolds, and it's like, the devil learns from your mistakes. And it's just like, no, like, God, you have that authority. You've given me that authority. I'm taking that back. Like, Satan, you've been learning from my cycles all this time, from my mistakes. Like, I'm going to learn from yours now. Like, you've been bringing me through these same cycles where it's like, okay, this person's interesting, and then I go to, okay, this person's interesting, or whatever it may look like, whatever that cycle may look like. And it's just like, it keeps going, and I'm tired of being in that. And when I finally feel like I'm breathing, and it's like, okay, God, this is just the place where me and you dwell, then, here comes something else. And it's like, I'm taking that back. Like, I see that this is your ammo. Like, you're no longer going to have power over me in this area, because I'm learning from you. I'm learning the things that you are trying to keep me in. And it's like, you don't even have to be here, because it's like, I think it was in that same song, it's just like, he doesn't have to be right there dropping things and messing things up and putting a pin and something, because those cycles, like, he starts one habit and he just goes away and do, because you just keep going in that cycle, messing yourself up over and over again, because you're not learning from it. And it's like, that's truly a heart issue, because it's like, you feel that you've learned from it, and it's like, okay, I'm not dating, I'm not doing anything like that. And it's like, okay, in the past we may have dated someone, breaking up and taking time, and then, okay, we're in another relationship, and now it's like, okay, we're not dating, but now that cycle may look a little different. Now it may look like, okay, this person is interesting, I'm interested in that person. And then it's like, okay, I'm not concerned. And then it's like, oh, this person is interesting as well. And it's okay to be interested in people and think that people are cool, but it's like those cycles that's keeping your mind focused on things that it doesn't need to be in.
Because because I feel like the Bible says, there's a time for everything. There's a season for everything. So it's important for you to ask God to help you focus on what it is that you should be focused on.
It's deceiving.
The heart is very deceiving. We like to depend on it, but it can definitely let you down, because those emotions are there. They can take you high, take you low, and God is like, no, that's not where I'm calling you to. And I think that's the reason why we may go on these cycles, because they're temptations, and temptations come from your heart. So it's so easy.
What is it? What is the exact words? Out of the heart flow. I know you know it. Like, I know the meaning behind it, but I don't know the exact words. Because out of the heart flows deceit. Something like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's just
really a heart issue. Like, it truly is. Like, we desire these things, we may want these things because of things that we've learned here on earth and things that we've seen and that we've experienced. And it's just like, no, your heart is deceitful. Like, it truly is a heart issue. Like, you have to truly give that to God, and not just go through the motions of praying and saying, oh, I'm okay, and because I got this, because I'm praying to God, or I'm doing X, Y, and Z, I'm worshiping, like, everything is fine. Like, if you're not allowing him to get to the heart issue, like, none of it really matters, because it's all a facade.
So what do you do? How do you, because this channel is all about searching for freedom. How do you get back to that freedom, to that peace, to back to God's love? What do you do? I know for me, what I did was I had to open my mouth.
Mm.
I had to confess to somebody else outside of myself that I'm going through something here. I don't know what it is. This is not my intentions for it to go, but something is happening here, and I need someone else to speak life into me, because you can't be your own self-motivator. I've tried. Certain things you can get yourself across the finish line, but this was not one of them for me. I needed to say, sis, I mean, I'm talking about the doctor couch, like...
She laid out on my couch like this is a whole therapy session.
But I had to, be honest, acknowledge it, because I kept dancing around it, and you said, what?
Sis, it took you a whole 10 minutes to get to what was going on. Like, you were trying to preface it and set me up. I'm like, so are you gonna even tell me this person's name? Like, are we gonna do this? You just gonna keep, all right, I'm gonna play the game. Let me just keep talking.
And even when I did say something, you said, so what is his name? It was like I had to confess it. Like I had to draw it out. Like I needed to be honest,
Sis was running.
No, I was running. Because I felt like it wasn't a big deal. But I realize it now.
Like what I've realized, like the most, like we were just talking about this, like the things that I feel, because we talk about everything. Like we are able to talk about literally anything and be transparent about whatever it is.
Even if it's something that we did to each other.
Exactly. Those are really hard conversations to have. But we want to make sure that we're transparent, because we know that that's where we are allowed to get freedom. That's where we're able to get that healing from. So if there is a situation that comes up and I feel like I can't talk to you about it, or I shouldn't tell you because it's like, oh, it's nothing, I shouldn't tell you, like, I need to tell you. Because if I feel like it's a reason why I'm feeling like I shouldn't be saying anything, even if I'm thinking in my head like, oh, it's nothing, it's no issue. If it's nothing, then speak your piece, sis. And it's just like, for me, I feel like in order to get that freedom, like, yes, I have to open my mouth and be vocal about that, but I also have to acknowledge the fact that I am in denial. Like, I have to acknowledge the fact that I am choosing or wanting to choose my flesh, or choosing or wanting to choose my own desires, and allow God to really deal with what that is and what that looks like. Because if I'm just like, oh, I'm okay, I'm good, like, I'm lying to myself when God already knows. But the only issue is he can't do anything with a piece of my heart that I'm not giving him.
Absolutely, girl. That's good stuff. So we just had to just pull out the whole setup for y'all. We wasn't gonna record.
We really weren't. We were like, oh no, tonight we need to have this moment, and we were just like, we're talking, and we're like, it's a heart issue. Go get the lights.
Camera, action, and here we are. Absolutely. I mean, whew. I feel so much better, in the moment. This is when it's at its best, when it's raw, when we're just, guys, I'm telling you, we just literally got off the couch from talking, hashing this out, and it's like now we're right here in front of you acknowledging, yes, we have a heart issue. It doesn't mean that, just because we do these videos, it doesn't mean that we have it all together.
And something else, like, sometimes, like, Satan, he's so deceitful. Like, he'll make you feel like you're out here by yourself, because even in this same situation where a lot of times we go through the same things at the same time, and it's like sis is going through what she's going through on her own but not saying anything, and because she has found peace with her singleness, and it's like, okay, I enjoy singleness as well, but sis, it felt like it was a whole different level. And in that moment I was like, okay, I don't know if sis might be tired of hearing this right now. Like, I don't know, like, I shouldn't. And then on your end,
on my end, I told y'all, I thought I had it together. But in the middle, it just felt like somebody just took the rug away from up under me, and I was broken ankles. It felt like broken ankles. Like, wait a minute, But I knew, which I'm glad my foundation is in God, because I knew I needed to. I need to address it, and I needed to get some godly wisdom real quick. I needed somebody to speak some life into me, because I was drained. I didn't have any more prayers or pep talks to be like, girl, get up and wash your face. That didn't work. I needed to.
We just gonna leave the crust for today because I ain't got time.
I needed to get it out.
But yeah, like,
and
definitely.
got snitched because
that he does.
She texted me today and she said, "How are you?" And I was like, "Yep, she about to get these tears." So I was trying to, you know, be respectful with my approach. I was trying to be respectful with my approach, but I was ready to be like, "Girl, I'm just suffering in silence."
And the thing is, it was because it piggybacked off of a difficult conversation we had to have with each other just last weekend. And it's like, okay, so now you're bringing this, and it's like, okay, you didn't know how to approach and bring this with an issue that you're going through, but you're needing accountability and someone to watch your blind side in, but you're unable to do it because it's like, okay, well, we just talked about this. I don't know how my sis gonna feel, you know? Like, we just talked about this, and it's just like those lies. Like, it's just like we've already hashed that out. Like, sis, come on. Just talk. But this is truly what our channel is meant for, because so many times, like, it's just like as we go through this walk, we see on the internet like just people who are walking and we see the perfection or what they want us to see, or they're on the other side of it. It's just like we want to see people that's going through it, because it's not a perfect walk. Like, it's not always okay. And for moments like this where we literally are just going through this and having talks and praying about this, and it's just like we want to be able to share, because we know we're not the only ones going through it. So we just want to thank you again for coming to see us to search for freedom more. To see us searching for freedom. I'm starting to think, and I know I'm not wrong, this is the best place to be on a Friday night. You're so petty. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Hey guys!